just now starting to play GTA 5 because the price of this game has dropped down to about $20 or $30 depending on where you're at or you're shopping at. So there is a lot of people that are really new to GTA 5. They're just now joining. The game's about 4 years old. People are still finding the game just this year. Alright, so this is... Hold on real quick. Oh, the young Jay. Yeah, it read your name kind of weird. But yeah, so Jay, in case you didn't hear the first part, what I'm doing right now is, hold on, I'm typing real quick. What I'm doing right now is I'm making a how-to for the Pacific Standard, like it says for the title, because the game GTA 5, the price has dropped a lot, and it's only like 20 or 30 bucks right now, or has been for a little bit. And so there's a lot of baby ranks, a lot of fresh faces, people that have never played GTA. One of the people I just added last week, they've never even played video games, any video games at all. Not Call of Duty, not Halo, nothing. And I've had to show them everything. I've even had to explain how to go into passive mode, which I might do that in a different video, because I've had to do that quite a bit lately, explaining to a bunch of new people how to do that. Alright, so anyways, back to the topic. Just the quick ins and outs about this Pacific Standard heist. You do need 4 people to do the heist. You'll have 2 crowd controls, 1 demolition, and 1 hacker. Demolition, all they have to do is come over here, press right on the D-pad, and they'll pop this lock, or gate, and then they'll pop the other one. And then downstairs, there will be a thing on the wall the hacker has to go up to. And basically it's just letters that are falling on the screen once you access it. You'll find what this is if you become hacker. It's pretty simple. And then there's another door you got to get. Now anyways, there's going to be hacker and demolition. Only hacker really needs to actually get any money. Less people that carry the money, the less people you got to worry about getting shot. And if the person holding the money gets shot, you lose money. If you shoot your teammate who is the hacker who is carrying the money, you will lose money. So do not shoot whoever's holding the money, because for the person that's holding the money, there is friendly fire, but for everybody else, it's okay. There's not friendly fire, only for whoever's holding the money. So do not shoot the duffel bag or the person holding the money. A random thing some people that again just get in the game might not know is during the heist you can access your mate's bank account through the bank. And yes, for the haters, I don't have a lot of money because I spend a lot of my time recently on Xbox. I play this on Xbox and on PlayStation as well. So anyways, I'm going to show 2 ways of doing this. Again, this isn't free mode. I don't feel like finding 3 random people just for this video. I want it to be shorter than it has to be, or not longer than it has to be. So anyways, if you do this on foot, right, and you're rank 5, all you're gonna need, hold on, let me get out of passive mode. I only went into passive mode because I don't feel like getting interrupted. This session is pretty calm, so anyways, so for even as a rank 5, you can do the run. How do I know? Because I've done it. I created a character from my older brother and played under that character, and I did it as a rank 5. I even played it to where I had a 19.0 KD at rank 19. I mean, really, to be good at this game, you just gotta know what you're doing, and unfortunately that's a big thing you don't know as a low rank. But back to the topic. All you need is your proximity mines and whatever the fastest shooting shotgun you have is. The revolver also works because it's a one-shot kill, or not a one-shot kill. It'll put you on your back if you're a cop. You can shoot a cop. You gotta shoot a cop twice in order to kill them with a revolver. However, if somebody's like 100 ranks higher than you or 80 ranks higher than you, they shoot you with a revolver in free mode, you will die. If you're a new face to the game, you never played before. Anyways, so what you gotta do, okay, say you've already taken the money and you've already went through the cutscene and everybody's lined up right here and it's time to go out. Now, if you have the money, you're the person holding the money, the hacker, the easiest place to hide is right here, because you're gonna see the cops and be able to shoot at them. See, shoulder glitch. And I'm not saying to hug it like this by holding the L2. I'm just saying whenever a cop comes through. Now, if you don't want to be all the way back here because you feel that's too far, you could really just hang out over here. I mean, it doesn't really matter. But if you do hang out over here, what I would suggest, if you're a low rank and you haven't unlocked the C4s yet, you can get a proximity, and all you gotta do is throw it. And then every time a cop goes to run in, it'll blow up on the cop. So you just take cover, wait for the cop to come in, and then they'll get blown up by it. You know, you don't have to be like this the whole time, and you know, I don't know if that makes some people's finger hurt holding the button for too long. Oh, and a little key thing, again off topic. If you ever throw an explosive, whether it's a proximity mine or a C4 on your buddy's car, you know, as a prank, whatever, you can get rid of it without blowing up your friend's car. Now, you can either drive about 5-6 blocks away or have them go 5-6 blocks away and it'll, I think, despawn. But another way is hold down on the D-pad, the directional pad, and select one of your storyline, and then it'll pop up this. After it pops this up, click no, that you don't want to quit the session, and C4, it'll take it off the car. I've never done this for proximity, so that's probably why that's still there, but it does work for C4. I've done it for years, 3 to be exact. My first year in GTA5, it never occurred to me. Yeah, see, so right now this server is a little fucked, because if you noticed, I shot the explosive. I did the trick, it didn't go away like it was supposed to. I shot the explosive, you seen the bang, and when I went up to the damn door, it still blew me up. You know, you still heard the beeping. Again, 3 different things all happened that should not have happened. Unfortunately, the servers do get kind of like that sometimes. But if you're on PlayStation, honestly, the servers are better as far as loading time, friends. So anyways, if you do not have the money, easiest way to do this is to have whatever assault rifle you have. The AK is really a waste of money. It's only if like you got money to blow and just fucking around. I mean, it's okay for shooting cops. Shooting cops is fine. But all you do is just kind of peek out a little bit, and you just pick the cops off one by one. You know, bang, 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 and then they'll. This is if you're doing the SWAT trucks. Shoot the cops, this and that. And then the more you shoot the cops, the more you poke out. So anyways, cops are dead. Okay. And then you're going to run down this way. There's going to be a helicopter. Sorry, aim lock. You're going to have a helicopter that's going to fly over here, and it's going to drop down some extra soldiers, SWAT team. You shoot all them. Make sure you roll. Because it helps to break any type of lock left by the cops, or pretty much. And is where you go, you switch to the shotgun. Now this entire time you're doing the run, the best thing you can do is hit the look at your controller. There's going to be a pad right above the two sticks on the controller. Hold down on that. That'll pop up your interaction menu. Then go to, and again, play it back if you need to. But then go to inventory, and then snacks. And then you're going to want to go and keep it on this. Because every time you get shot, even one bullet, or two, it's up to you, you want to go ahead and hit X. You want to take a snack every time you get shot. This is one of the bigger tricks of not dying while doing the run. I've seen guys that are ranked 400 and still die on the run. Sad, but so don't feel bad if you ever die on this. So anyways, as you see, you come down the alley, take the first turn to the right, you'll be up to the fence, jump over, and again, you'll have cops all across this highway shooting at you, like a lot. And sorry, I just have to emphasize that because he really will. You have vehicles pull up here, SUVs and stuff. Right here, when you get close, like about right here, or even sometimes the game tries to screw you, and by the time you get right here, there'll be a cop that'll spawn right here, like on the spot. That will literally spawn right in front of you and try to kill you at the last minute. So jump over the fence, or I'm sorry, the wall. Come over here. Now to quickly go over to the wall like that, or wall bounce it, you want to click R1. Again, that is the top right trigger. So you jump over the fence, click R1 to get on the wall, get off of it. Hopping helps a lot to move faster. You'll have a cop or SWAT person right there at the balcony over at the other building. Doesn't matter if you shoot them immediately or whatever, but you got to come up step at least halfway over this grass so you hit the other marker. These are all to hit markers, by the way. And then you can roll back, shoot the guard or SWAT officer, I'm sorry. And you got to hurry up right here because cops will be trying to hop over this wall and come beat your ass or kill you. Beat. Anyways, so at this part, again, this is assuming you're like a rank 5 or a rank 9. By this part, again, you want to keep your interaction menu open. You could do this part with a revolver or the shotgun, whatever the fastest shotgun you have. I mean, if you have to use the regular pump, you can. Again, this is granted you don't have the MK2. But anyways, and don't over spam your snacks, because once your snacks are gone, they're gone for the mission. I mean, you have to go out of free mode. So anyways, you jump over, shoot the cops, you know, remember to roll while you're shooting, and you could aim, shoot, aim, shoot, aim, shoot, right? That's the best way to do it, instead of holding your L2 and just going like that. It's a whole lot better to go aim, shoot, aim, shoot, aim, shoot, even versus real people, other players. All these cars will not be here in the heist, for anybody asking. Again, remember to hop, hop, hop. If you have the random question, well, why all the hopping? Why not just run? Oh, hold on. Actually, when you get to this point, you're gonna have a cop car pull up behind you, try to shoot you in the back. So again, you got to move quickly. There'll be a cop car that comes down this way. 2 cops pop out, shoot them. There'll probably be another 2 cops coming from here that have already ran out by this point. Shoot them. Again, snacks, hug the wall if you need to, and always remember to roll. But if you're asking, well, why all the hopping? Why not just run? Wouldn't running be faster? Not really. Believe it or not, as dumb as it sounds, you'll hop. Okay, if you hop to get somewhere, you'll get wherever it is you're trying to go to probably 0.3 of a second faster by hopping. Not a whole lot of time, but it is a difference in time. So anyways, you want to come over here, and this is one of the glitches of the Pacific Standard. So by the time you get here in the heist, you're going to see 4 motorcycles. this is where the proximity mines come into play. Because for this part of the heist, to do one of the glitches, again, you will not get banned for these glitches. I've done these glitches for 3.5 years. I've never been put in bad sport. I've never gotten banned. Ever. For doing any of these GTA 5 glitches. So, anyways, all you need to do, or would need to do, depends on you, is get a proximity mine, throw it in the back like that, between the two bikes that are going to be in the back. Get another one, throw it between the two in the front. Now, yes, you can do it with only one explosive, but this is just to really, really make sure that you blow up all the bikes. And again, there's no such thing as overkill. That's just, it's just getting the job done. So anyways, you want to go and back up. A good place to back up at is where these weeds are at. You'll definitely be out of the blast radius. Another thing you can do, and blast radius is, in case you don't know, if you're in the blast radius, you're gonna fucking die. Or the other safest thing you can do is come up top of here and shoot the explosive, and you'll blow up all the bikes, right? Like some of them will fly everywhere. After you blow up the bikes, all you do is you go and you kill yourself. So throw out your explosive and then kill yourself. That thing I just did where I threw out the explosive while aiming my gun instead of switching manually. How to do that, again, this is for people that are like rank 5 or around anything. You can do that by obviously aiming down sights, L2, and then pressing left on your directional pad. Okay. That's also something you can use while battling somebody face to face in free mode to kind of help give you a little edge. Granted, you're, you know, close quarters combat, you know, within range of each other. Okay, now after you kill yourself, the reason why you got to do that is because you'll fail the mission, which is okay, and then everybody will respawn right here. After you respawn, you can either A, blow up the bikes again, or B, run out and get another vehicle, which now the vehicles will spawn. What this is for is if you're doing the SWAT truck. Now, how you even start the SWAT truck is you have to kill the hostages inside the bank. Or the police truck, whatever you want to call it. Now, why you would want to use the police truck instead of taking the bikes, like Lester tells you, is because, simply put, if you use the bikes, you have a better chance of getting knocked off and dying and losing cash and all that. There is a glitch to go under the map with the bikes, but I can show that in a later video if anybody wants to know. But the reason why you take this truck is because it is the most armored vehicle you can get for this heist. If you see any videos about the armored Kuruma that has been patched for over a year now, about 1.5 years, it got patched in 2017 on March 8th, I believe, or somewhere around there. So anyways, yeah, if I wasn't doing this video, I would kill that rank he is. I don't know if he's coming after me, but if he was, you know. But again, I'm just trying to get this out of the way without getting too distracted. So about right here, the SWAT truck would have already spawned. You get over here, you get in the SWAT truck, and all you're doing is you're bringing it all the way back here to your friends. Most people know to stay over here and wait for the SWAT truck. Oh, you know what that explosion was? That was my proximity. I'm such an I forgot I threw it earlier. Okay, so you bring the SWAT truck over here. And again, this is, I'm acting like right now, I'm acting as if this car that I stole is a SWAT truck. So you get the SWAT truck, you bring it back. I like to back it into the place. That way whoever has the money could just jump in, whether it's the back or the front. You can hide on the stairs right there. Then you got cops that'll go up that ladder and they'll shoot at you. So what I try to tell a lot of people is if you have the money, or just in general, hide back in this corner. Whoever does not have the money, they can take, you know, corners, outside corners, and guard whoever has the money hiding within that corner by those mailboxes. The safest spot for the person with the money is to jump in the front passenger seat because it has bulletproof glass. The back of the SWAT truck does not have bulletproof glass. This is a live stream, so believe me, for me to show you this with the actual SWAT truck, I'd have to cut it and then go steal a SWAT truck and then show you. But anyways, one last thing to get off topic is that I didn't mention it before, but it might come up to some people, is how did I steal this car in free mode and not get a bounty? Because you will get a random bounty. NPC, non-playable character, pedestrian, whatever you want to call them, will put a bounty on you if you steal cars in free mode. And how to do that is that if you see what I did when I stole this, my character busted the window and he went to get in, right? To see what you do is you no, one of my friends commented on one of my activities. So anyways, that's that big gray pixelated box was it would be showing up in the live stream. So anyways, so you go up to any car. This is how to avoid getting bounties, which I might make a short video on this again sometime later, I don't know when. So go up to whatever car you want to steal, you hit triangle, and then before your character could start up the engine, you jump back out. And you just give it about 10-12 seconds. You know, at least 10, around 12. And then you go ahead and get in the car. And you will not have a bounty. If you want to be extra paranoid, you can do 15 seconds. I don't believe I've ever seen anybody else on YouTube ever tell anybody that. I don't know if anybody else really knows besides the people, my friends, that I've told. Anyways, so back to subject. Now there'll be a yellow line, a waypoint, like your GPS in real life, and it'll be a yellow line. It'll tell you to go that way down the street. You don't have to follow the yellow line. It doesn't matter if Lester says to or not. What you're going to be doing is that you're going to be going all the way over here, and you're going to take it over the bridge.
Yo, invite me to the party, it's Nez.
Hold on real quick. You're going to go over the bridge, and then past the military base, and you're going to come down this way. I'll show you the route. And then, okay, you don't have to go off-road right here. Just follow it down, dirt road, and then the boat's going to be right here. Get in the boat as fast as possible and drive off. That's it. But since people are visual learners, I'll show you how to actually do it. Oh, Nas. I don't mean to be a dick, Nas, but I'll invite you in a little bit. Just let me explain how to get into the boat part, and then I'll invite you. Because otherwise, I know we're gonna get off topic. There are other ways to play this heist. I'll explain it while I do the route. Okay, so all you're gonna have to do is just get in the car, or I'm sorry, have everybody get in the SWAT truck. Then you're gonna go the opposite way of what the yellow line's gonna tell you. Again, I would be showing everybody this inside of a actual heist, but I don't feel like trying to find three random people that that want to actually have patience for me to show how to do this stuff. I've done it on the fly. I've done it in the moment, aka teaching people how to do this stuff. But I don't know. It's a lot different trying to show somebody during a mission, because not everybody has patience. Not everybody wants to listen. So, anyways, you can come down here. You can turn left on the go over the grass right there and go around that corner after the palm tree on the right. Or if you get confused easily, which is completely understandable, again, if you're rank 5 or somewhere around there, like I said, you just go down the main after you get everybody in the SWAT truck. You just go down to the street, make a right, go down to the street. We can go left or right, and then make a right, go all the way down to the end of the road, make a left. And what you're going to be doing, you're going to be curving all the way around, turning all the way around this golf course. If anybody's wondering about what are those great keep popping up, it's been about 3 or 4 of them. It's a friend of mine. They're making comments on some activities I'm doing or have done in on PlayStation. It's just the way the live streams work for YouTube. Anytime somebody does anything like where you would get a notification, it pops it up as the big ugly gray box. Okay, so you go around the golf course, go straight, and again, you could play this, replay this. Got juked, son? No, you can replay this as many times as you want. You're not gonna learn this on the first time. You know, the first time you do this, you're not. So anyway, so the main things to look out for, to keep in mind, is the golf course and the cemetery. All right, they're like huge landmarks. Okay, okay, golf course and cemetery. Okay, remember that. So, if you go this way instead of following the yellow line, you will run into less cops doing this instead of listening to Lester. Because if you follow the yellow line like Lester tells you to, you're going to run into way more cops, and you're going to have a way bigger chance of getting screwed over. Kind of how that random pedestrian tried to screw me over. The cops are way worse, and they don't give a fuck. So, again, I'm showing you the route you would take with the SWAT truck. It does take a while. So if you're not driving the SWAT truck, you can go just get a drink, throw some fucking pizza rolls or whatever in the microwave, and come back. The only thing you got to worry about is timing out. Timing out is where the game realizes you're AFK, that you're not there. So all you got to do is press any button or move one of the sticks on the controller every 2 or 3 minutes. You know, just every once in a while. A good way to tell if you're going idle is your camera, your screen will start going like this. It'll, like, the view will start changing like that instead of like this. And that's the same thing if you're just standing there. How I was able to do that, like right there, just to show you guys, again, because I'm a pretty honest person or open person, you just press the circle button on the controller and it'll do this. For Xbox, that would be the B button. Again, I play this on Xbox One and PlayStation 4. Okay, so keep going straight. You're now approaching the military base. You can recognize that from this big ass bridge. I want to say, or I'm pretty damn sure it's the biggest bridge in the game. You know, you got ignorant people to try to argue, but I don't believe I'm wrong. I believe I'm pretty dead on. Honestly, this is the biggest bridge. One thing I forgot to mention, because I sidetracked myself, is in this tunnel you will come across a of cops. They'll literally block the road, and all hell can break loose in this damn tunnel. It may sound dumb or whatever, but it will. So if you want, the best way to avoid a roadblock is to literally trace the left side of the bridge before you even come to the tunnel. And the reason why, again, it might sound dumb, is that if you go along the left side of the bridge and just keep to the left, aka oncoming traffic, see all the cars coming at me, for whatever reason it'll despawn, aka it'll take away any roadblocks that's going to be up here. And then if you have a 1 in 10 chance that it does not, 1 in 10 chance that it does not take away the roadblocks that might be at the bridge, or I'm sorry, in the tunnel, then, and the roadblock's still here in the tunnel, even if you're going left onto incoming traffic, it's going to be extremely light. Because if you were to go say, no, screw that, I'm not driving, head on into cars, I'm going to go, with the traffic like this, then, like I said, if GTA wants to mess with you, part of my language, but it'll be a clusterfuck. Like, all hell break loose, there'll be a huge pile up. It's all World War III up in this tunnel. It can get that bad. Obviously, there's not going to be any nukes or anything, but you get my meaning when it's just going to be fire and explosions and people getting shot like there's no tomorrow. So anyways, once you get to this point, the best way to avoid cops hitting you is drive along the curb of the road. Drive along the side of the road right here where the bicycle people would be. Bicyclists. People on their dirt bikes, BMX bikes, beach cruisers, whatever. Because for whatever reason, the cops aren't really programmed to go on that lane. They'll drive past it, but they'll never actually really hit you if you're on that. Again, if you want to avoid, you can drive inside of here. There'll be about 5-6 cars piled up right there, like in a row. Right here is where the map will tell you to go off-road. You don't need to. Just remember, this is the last turn. The last turn is right here. Last major turn. And then right here, the cops will try to make their last attempts to knock you off to the side. Keep going. If you're new, do not go too fast or you will fuck up. A lot of people that go too fast, they'll make the mistake and they'll slide down here, and they'll pretty much get the SWAT trucks stuck. So again, come down here, keep to the left, don't go too fast. You can literally take your finger for the most part halfway off the gas, and then R1 gas, R1 is the handbrake, R1 brake, gas, R1, I'm sorry, not R1, regular brake, L2, and you want to drive over this because cops will try to speed around and then knock you in the river or into that tree. And right here there'll be the boat. So what the best thing to do is get the SWAT truck, yes, drive it into the water, pull it up side by side of the boat. Reason why is when money jumps out, the person holding the money, they can use the boat as a barrier between them and the cops. So while everybody else is jumping in the boat, they don't get shot. Best thing for the person with the money to do is be on the right side of the boat, either the front passenger or the back right. The reason why is because, like I said, there'll be cops. This thing will start swarming with cops. And to the right is like the furthest away you can get from the cops if you have the money and you're in the boat. Once you're in the boat, hold on X to duck. Again, this is if you're on PlayStation. Xbox, it would be the A button. And make sure once everybody's in the boat, just, take off. The person takes off. And the people on the left side of the boat will kind of be like Operation Human Shield. to help better protect you from getting shot. They don't have to duck. It's actually better for you if they don't duck. Only you if you have the money, and they just drive off into the sunset, and that's it. Last thing, there is a way to glitch a car so that you can drive all the way here in a car, or drive in a car to the SWAT truck, or drive from the bank down to the bikes to blow them up instead of having to use your snacks. And how you do that is you go and you get a car. Okay, I'm gonna have best way for me to do this is, again, because I understand some people learn visually. I'm gonna fly over there and I'll show you. Again, sorry, this part of the video is gonna be a little bit longer than what I expected. And this, I'm sure setting it up, and to where it's just different scenes and all that spam and in your face type of BS that a lot of other YouTube people usually do. Actually, I'm gonna get there faster because I'm pretty sure you guys don't want to see me fly over there because that takes a while. Off topic. If anyone watching this has heard about people teleporting to the city or teleporting up north and the mountains, there is a legit way to teleport or fast travel. And all that is you start up your mission and you back out of it. Simple. You want to go in the city, you click on your Pacific Standard heist and back out of it. If you want to fast travel the country, it's the same thing. You select your Bogdan or whatever doomsday setup. It could be a setup, it doesn't have to be a heist. Start your setup or your heist and then back out of it, and then you'll teleport or fast travel to the country or city, whichever heist you're doing to get where you want to go. So, okay, going back outside. Oh, and again, about, my money, if anybody really wants to be a hater, I played this game for 4 years. I don't really care that much about my money. I've bought everything I want. The only thing I ever use my money for nowadays is just orbital strikes. That's it. So, yeah.
You better text me back.
And I'm the type of person, I've owned everything in this game 7 times. Because I've had, including my brother's character, I've had 9 different characters in 4 years. There's a story behind that. But just look at my start from scratch. I want to figure out what that is. Celine, you're going to have to wait. Okay, so anyways, that's how you do it with the SWAT truck. I'm gonna show you how you, just as a bonus, this is gonna be how you glitch the car for the Pacific Standard. Now, you cannot glitch your own car. It has to be a car off the street. Again, if you ever see a video and somebody's doing the armored Kuruma, they're lying to you. Again, I'm like literally one of the most honest, in-your-face people as far as GTA 5. I've debunked certain glitches that people have tried to lie and say still works. If you're unfamiliar with your armored Kuruma is, again, this is only for people that, again, are like rank 5 or lower, or just around that rank. The armored Kuruma is a vehicle that you get after the very first heist, which is the hold on real quick. I'll show it later. I'm sorry. I'm taking way too long. Okay, back to subject. After it's a two-person heist you unlock it from, but you could buy it cash. You don't have to. And that other crap. So, anyways, trying to focus, get back on subject. So this is before the heist, before you guys ever go inside the bank. So you start the mission before anybody goes in the bank. You steal whatever car you want. It could be a 4-door, it could be a 2-door. It does not matter. You get the car, and you don't have to park it where I'm parking it. This is just my preference. But you park it somewhere by your garage, and this is going to be the apartment you want to get. This garage, I believe, is about $200,000. If you're wondering which apartment it is, it's the one right next to where the bikes are at that you're gonna have to blow up later. The address for which one it is 0604. I believe the street is called Spanish Avenue. I don't know why it's not showing the street names. It's showing what part of the city. So it's 0604 Spanish Avenue. I'm pretty damn sure is what it is. You can either buy it through the website on your phone, or there's going to be, if you don't own it, there's going to be a billboard thing right here, a sign. You could walk up to it and just buy the damn apartment on the spot. You could buy this apartment right in the middle of the mission. It doesn't matter. But if you do try to get this on the website, you're going to recognize it because of that VC towel right there. There's going to be a towel hanging over the window. It's going to be green. So anyways, back on topic. Okay, so you get whatever car off the street. This is before anybody goes inside the bank. Before anybody goes inside the bank. You get any random car you want, bring it over, you park it. Doesn't really matter where along this you park it at, just as long as it's around where you would come in here. So the yellow post on this side. So you park the car, go inside your garage that you just bought if you didn't already own it. Again, I believe it's about $200,000. If you need help getting money, I can help you, especially if you're fresh to the game. You know, never played before, or you're less than a rank 100. So, anyways, you go and you get inside one of your cars or any car that you own that might be in here. If you don't already have one, put one in here. So while you're in here, you're gonna have one of your friends further up the street, back at the bank. You're gonna have one of them go and hit the checkpoint. After they hit the checkpoint, you have somebody fail the mission, blow up a car, shoot pedestrians, doesn't matter. After one of your friends hits the checkpoints and blows up one of the cars, what'll happen is that the car that you'll fail the mission, which is, again, it's fine. That's what you want to do at this point. So after you fail the mission, everybody will restart back up at the bank because your friend hit the checkpoint up there. And then after you guys restart, just run down here, or you can steal another car and drive down here. It's up to you. It doesn't really matter. This car, whatever car you stole originally, should still be here. Whatever reason, that gets the cars to stick. Now, after you steal the car, all you gotta do, again, it doesn't matter if it's a 2-door or a 4-door. That's completely fine. It doesn't matter. You just drive the car right back up to the bank. Park it wherever you want to park it. It does not matter where you park the car at all. If anybody tells you it does, they're a liar. Again, I'm like one of the most honest YouTube people you'll ever find. So the preference is you want to park it in front of the door like this. The reason why it's preferred, again, you can park wherever you want. You can park it over there by the palm tree. You can park it back here. Anywhere you want. I mean, hell, you can park it in the middle of the goddamn intersection if you want. But the reason why it's preferred that you park right here is because after you guys go inside here, you rob the bank, do what you got to do. You see the cutscene, and everybody restarts right here. When you go and you open this door, your car will still be here. So this is why you want to put the car here, so you can easily run out, jump in, and just take off. Now while you're driving, you want to try to hold on the X button at the same time, or A for Xbox One. So hold on the X button for the place, and you want to duck the whole time while you're driving. Again, see how it makes me duck? And the reason why you're ducking is because you want to avoid getting shot. And you don't need to wait on your friends, nobody. You just go. Everybody else has to go in there and hide, protect money. The cops will come in that damn bank. So just take off down the alley. Again, this saves you the whole snack thing, saves you time, saves you snacks. It's so much easier, so much faster. If you're fast enough at this, you could do this whole thing, as far as what I'm doing right now, in about 14 seconds, 12 to 14 seconds. Your friends will swear up and down Your friends will swear up and down you're doing it in 9 seconds. If you're fast enough at doing this, you'll have it done before your friends even realize what the hell is going on, or right when they're starting to realize it. So anyways, by this point, I'm in passive mode, so I can't really do it. I'll get out of it. By this point, all you do is, I have to buy more because I had used up all my proximities. All you do is just pull up here like this and hit square to rotate through your weaponry and select your proximity mines. Again, if you are a rank 5 or a 9, proximities is all you're going to have for explosives. And all you do is you hold on R1 to hold your weapon out of the window, the explosive, and you just throw it. So you throw it with the R1 button while holding on L1. You see how it's there? And then all you gotta do is switch to whatever gun you want, doesn't matter. Shoot it. That'll kill you, that'll blow up the bikes, and then everybody will respond here. And it's the same thing with the SWAT truck. Now, if you ever heard of a helicopter glitch, again, I'm trying to cover different aspects of this. Again, the helicopter glitch, it's not that hard to do. It's not. It's about as easy as this stuff that I've shown you. It's way faster than the SWAT truck. All you do is before you join the heist. Again, some people, they can spawn the helicopters without having to do this part. But this is for the people that cannot spawn the helicopter. If you cannot spawn it, this is how you're gonna have to do it. So if you cannot spawn it naturally, this is what you do. You want to go all the way down to LSIA, the airport south of the map, and you want to go over to the stairwell, which is right here, for the flight school. And you just load up the mission, load into it, and then get out of it. You don't have to play it, just load it up, and then it'll ask you which mission do you want to play. As soon as you see it asking you which mission you want to play for the flight school, back out of it. That's it. Simple. Once you do that, and you go into now the heist, the helicopter should spawn for you. So let's see, there's gonna be a couple spots where you can get the helicopter from. For the sake of time, because I do got people waiting on me to text them and people waiting on me to talk to them in the party chat, I'm just gonna go ahead and show you probably two. I could do three spots you can get the helicopter at. This first spot I'm gonna show you. And again, if you feel that you don't care about the helicopter shit, go ahead and stop watching. You know, I don't beg anybody to watch my videos. You know, if you watch my shit, you watch my shit. So, anyways, hold on. Let me get a little revenge real quick for one of my friends. Yeah, see, like, notice this guy stopped and he's like, oh shit, the guy in the oppressor just turned around. Yeah, I'm guessing that guy sent hitman after me because how the thing went. Yeah, so I was hiding in the shit right over there. So, anyways, back on topic. Because some people in GTA 5, they will try to sneak up on you, so you always want to stay alert. So that's the bank, right, that you're going to be robbing. You can get the helicopter before you actually play the heist. That's usually your preference. Going up here, this helicopter, you got like a 25% chance it'll pop up. 25 to a 40% chance. All you're gonna do, and Nas, I cannot hear you. I'm in a party chat by myself, but I see your mic lighting up. All you're gonna do is just run over here, jump up on this, and if you're skillful enough, you can actually hit the curb and you could jump all this right here in your motorcycle. Okay, then up here you're gonna see the helicopter if it spawns for you during the heist. Again, this one is not guaranteed to always spawn. Over, where is it? Down over here, there'll be a helicopter. Shit, no, it's down over here. There'll be a helicopter that will spawn for you every time doing this. Another one is over at the police station. So again, I'm gonna try to quickly show you these two. Keep in mind, I'm doing this as a live stream, not a cut and edit. So if it seems like I'm taking too long, that's why. And I'm not one of those regular guys who goes, "What's up, guys? It's Stonie GADG3T with another video." You know, I'm not one of those. I mean, I'm realistic. So anyways, I'm gonna show you this other spot first real quick, also for the sake of scaring this guy, because again, you see him slow down as soon as he realized, oh shit, somebody on the flying bike is coming over here. Oh, he's trying to sell something. That's why my vehicle wouldn't lock on him. I don't care. I'm just trying to prove a point to him. Fuck off. Okay, so the police station, which I probably, now thinking about it, I probably should have showed you riding like a regular motorcycle. Okay, so I'm gonna stop flying. I was flying just for the sake of time, because flying's faster, obviously. Okay, so let's see. They're over here. Okay, so the bank's gonna be right here. Just like with the SWAT truck, you're just gonna go down, make a right, and then you're gonna follow this main road down here past the clothing store. You'll be where I'm at right now. Okay. Let me go back and physically show you, because again, I understand some people are visual learners. Okay, so it's just like, yeah, see, he'll take on my friend Noobs, but he won't take me on. Like, and see, this is what I'm talking about. See how low rank my friend Noobs is, 66, and that guy's a rank 273, thinking he's a badass, but he won't take on me, a guy that's like a little bit less than half his rank. So it's just like it's just like the SWAT truck and the whole thing. Come down here where the bikes are at. Oh, see, again, his dot stopped. He's waiting to see, you know, what's going to go on with Stony. So go down here where I stole the car at. Make a right. It's basically right, left, right. That's the easiest way to remember it. Then you're going to go down here till the road ends and make another right. Again, see how the guy's trying to cut the corner on the map? He does not... He don't want no smoke. He don't want that cancer. Okay, hold on real quick. Yeah, see, it's having me lock on him. Okay. Now, fuck with my friend, bitch. Okay. I do use profanity. I don't do YouTube for money. You know, I got a real job, you know. I do my 9 to 5. So anyways, back on track. Okay, so this is where I last left at before I went to get that guy. Okay, so like I said, turn right, turn left, and then you're going to be going down this road. This bike that I'm using, you cannot use this during the heist. Any other motorcycle you can. Okay, by this point, you are going to have the cops chasing you in the heist. So at any point in time, again, this is the easiest way, the quickest way to spawn the helicopter. What you're gonna want to do is stop, obviously in an area where it's just you and one cop car, or you and two cop cars, whichever. And then you're gonna want to steal a cop car. Again, this is the fastest way to spawn a helicopter. I'll explain the difference. There's another way to spawn the helicopter going this way, but this is the fastest. Sorry. My brain's all over the place, otherwise I would have swerved to the right and dodged the cop. Okay, so you just drive down here. Now don't worry about dying from the cop shooting you. You're not going to die right here either. Drive over here, and then see that letter C right there on the building? What I do is I don't try to go past it, but by this time you're already gonna see the helicopter spawn on top of the building right here where the blue lights are. If you don't have the police car, you're gonna have to stay over there in the grass, and you're gonna have to blow up about 2 or 3 police cars, or you can just steal a police car and it'll spawn automatically. Okay, so this part is where you're gonna need to go and watch your health, because the cops will light you up. Jump on the great block and you'll be able to jump over here. You don't usually fall like that, but you jump over here, it's the quickest way. Aim at the ladder, that way you can line yourself up with it the fastest instead of getting all pissed off. Again, remember your snacks. Your schnacks. Climb the ladder. You go up the ladder. I go up the ladder and I press the circle button to help me start the initial climb. Or, like I said, just L2, aim down sights. Just so I can easier aim at it. Triangle usually helps too, believe it or not. And the helicopter will, again, during the mission, the helicopter will be right here. And then you just fly over and pick everybody up. Now, the best way to pick up your friends with the helicopter. Hold on.
Why, hello, how you doing? How can I help?
Okay, so the best way to pick up your friends with the helicopter. I'll show you that real quick.
I'm going to talk to you later. I am going somewhere for a few.
Alright, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I'll be on all day, man. If I'm not on PlayStation, I'll be on Xbox. If I'm not on both, then that means I'm doing something around the house. But yeah, I should be on
by the time I get back.
Oh, I should be. Yeah. Okay, so you're gonna fly the helicopter all the way over here, back to where your friends are at.
Aye.
And alright, see you now. And then by the time you get over about right here, you want to tell your friends to get ready. Again, they should be hiding just like they were for the SWAT truck thing. Okay, now at this point, the best place to land the helicopter would be right here, or you can go on top of that roof. It really does not matter. But at this point, how to get over here, see if somebody does land the helicopter there, is by literally just jumping this wall. So you leave this corner. Hold on. Jump over this. Now again, don't over rush it because you will fall and bust your ass and lose money. Jump over, and then sometimes, I mean, the best way to avoid falling and busting your ass, losing money, and I don't tell a lot of people this, but tilt backwards or tilt down on the left stick, and you're less likely to fall and bust your butt and lose money. You know, fall on your butt. And then you get in the helicopter and you just fly off to the boat. Now say if you are curious about that rooftop thing and you don't want to hide in that corner, all it is you just run out here from that corner and you can go up here, but a lot of people, more people will actually go all the way around like this on the bikes. So it doesn't really matter which way you take. Again, I'm trying to cover a wide range of different things for the Pacific Standard rather than just one or two. And you literally just wait up here for the helicopter. That's it. If you have the money and you want to avoid getting shot, the best thing to do is use these for cover as best you can. If you got helicopters over there, get over here. Don't have your hand sticking out because the cops will shoot you in your hand. If the cops start coming around, same thing, switch sides. Yeah. Like that song, switching sides. So you just always want to stay with having this thing in between you and the cops to avoid getting shot. The only thing up here anybody else will have to worry about besides the cops and the helicopter is this ladder and this ladder over here. Now again, the quickest or easiest things you can do for that is get your proximity or C4, doesn't matter, and just throw a charge over there. Your best thing is your proximities at this point, because again, it's a proximity mine, which means they just got to get closer and it'll blow up and kill them. So if the cop comes up, while you're taking care of the cops in the helicopter, your buddies are, if a cop tries to sneak up on them, go up the ladder, it'll blow the cop up every time. Just remember to keep throwing them down. If you run out, you can buy more in the inventory to the interaction, or you could go ahead and use your C4. But same thing, helicopter lands, take off. Now, what is it? So the last helicopter I'm going to show, and there's a few. Oh, well, that happened. I knew I should have jumped off towards the street level, but, you know, fuck it. So anyways, the last helicopter I'm going to show, again, there's about 5 or 6 different helicopter locations, but people only really use 2 or 3. This one's a little bit more popular. So it's the same road. You can go on this side of the construction or you go on the left side, it really doesn't matter. But on the map, you're going to be going hold on. Bank's over there. So you're gonna be going over to look for the bridge, right? This bridge right here. The thicker bridge, the fatter bridge, I believe is the better word for the weirdos. The fatter bridge, and this is the outline you want to look for. So you want to, if you don't know where to go, you want to set your waypoint. Again, your GPS. You can follow directly, or you can just go the way I'm going, which is an easier way to remember, because it's not a lot of turns. It's a lot of straight paths. Okay, so now you're seeing the highway, right? So as soon as you see the highway like this, you go up to the light, make a left. And then you got the ammunition right here. Ammunition. And the highway thing. So again, there's a couple ways to spawn this helicopter, but this is going to be your fastest. Again, guaranteed. Okay, so you got the ramp and all that shit. Once you get here, just go and stop and look over like this. And if it doesn't spawn in the first couple seconds, give it like 5 or 7 seconds, you know. But it should take less than 5 seconds. Like, you just gotta sit there and look at it for 2 seconds. So 2 seconds to 5 or 7. It shouldn't take that long. You'll see the propeller up there. Now, if you're not sure about, oh, is it really up there? You can zoom in with your any gun that has a scope on it. I mean, you could even zoom in with your cell phone. Watch. You just zoom in, and you should see some helicopter blades, if not the helicopter entirely. Again, this is for the Pacific Standard heist. Get in the helicopter. So what I should have led with is, when you do this, again, you're getting this one before you start the heist. I mean, before you go inside the bank. Sorry, before you go inside the bank is when you're doing all this. Really should have led with that. You can use virtually any motorcycle you want. Some of the better motorcycles to use. Give me a minute. Okay, so some of the better motorcycles to use, I'll show you. Motorcycles aren't really that expensive, so you don't really got to worry about that. I mean, hell, you can steal motorcycles, really, and just use those. But again, you can stop, rewind, replay it to figure all this out. The best ones out of this, I would say, is the Vortex. The Manches is very popular. People using this. You could use any of these bikes right here, and these 2 rows. You can use any of them that you want. The most popular are the BF400 and the Batty 801. I prefer the Batty 801. You can use whatever you want. The Vader, it could do it, but it might take you 2 tries. The PCJ is pretty good at it. Their bikes are always good at it. That's about it. The other bikes, that may look nice, but they're not going to give you the results you want for this. Okay, so let me get another bike. Okay. Again, that trick I just used is, if you want the bike to spawn near you or a certain general area, when you go to spawn the bike, whether you call your mechanic or you do your motorcycle club, point the opposite direction of where you want the bike to show up, and it'll spawn generally around where you want it to be. instead of like all the way down the street. You know what I mean? So, anyways, back to the subject. You see these squares with the X's on them? About the third or fourth square, you know, you got 1, 2, 3, 4. So you want to line it up anywhere from the third square, I guess the fourth, but I always go by the third. And this right here, that corner of that building. And the reason why you want to do that is so you can better get on top of this building. There is not a ladder, so don't let anybody lie to you. So in between or on the third, doesn't matter. And what you're going to want to be doing is you're going to want to get up between the light post and that that blue awning, not awning, but you know what I mean, the blue rectangles. So you want to ride up along the white siding. Once you get about right here, or sometimes just close to this yellow, two yellow lines, you want to start doing a wheelie, pull back, tilt backwards, or tilt downwards on the left stick. You don't have to burn out or anything, but just do that. And yeah, a couple times you might just fall off like that, and again, it's nothing to be worried about. Again, you are jumping off and still in the helicopter from a police station, so if your friend's following you, you cannot land anywhere around this building and pick them up. You have to go about 2 or 3 blocks away. 2 blocks is probably fine, because if you land right next to the police station, which you are stealing the helicopter from, you will fail the mission, and you gotta do all over again, driving all the way over here and doing this again. If this takes you a couple tries, that's perfectly fine, just as long as you get up there. See, and I'm showing you what it looks like to do it a couple times. Sometimes the game's a little bastard to you, honestly. It just will not let you up sometimes. I mean, you might have to go switch bikes, and there's certain neighborhoods that you can find bikes. Like if you ever played story mode, Franklin's neighborhood. I could probably cover that in a different video if it's ever really needed or asked. Otherwise, this video I'm making right now will go on forever. Okay, so make sure there's no cars that are gonna hit you. Oh my god. Yeah, and see, sometimes if you can't jump in between those two things I showed you, the light post and then that blue rectangle, sometimes you gotta jump on the other side. Again, even if you're doing everything right, I mean, it's not always gonna work you jumping up there. So again, it's nothing to get frustrated over. I mean, I'm not gonna cut it out and make it look like, oh, it's the absolute most easiest thing. Okay, so once you get up, again, if you notice, see, that time I didn't do the wheelie. I didn't tilt back on the handlebars till I got about halfway over the street where the yellow lines were. That's what I was talking about. Again, how I just got around like that, as soon as I got up to the ladder, I was running forward towards the ladder. Run forwards towards the ladder and hit triangle, and your character literally whips around the fucking ladder like that real fast. Otherwise, you gotta run all the way around. Now again, in the mission, the helicopter will spawn and then you just fly it over to your friends. Same thing as before. It'll either spawn the Maverick, which is a basic helicopter, or it'll spawn the Buzzard, or it'll spawn the police helicopter. Now, the Buzzard is obviously the more ideal helicopter because it's the fastest for this mission. This is the Buzzard. If it spawns in the mission, you're not going to get the explosives. You're not going to get the rockets. It's just going to be without the weaponry. Maverick is pretty basic, like I said. And again, sorry for that. You can glitch the helicopter. Yeah, I know I'm gonna die. You can glitch the helicopter the same way you would glitch the car. You just park it outside the I never actually see them like literally digging in the trash on the game, so that's new. Yeah, I mean they do constantly, you know, give and take to this game. Like that's never been open with a bunch of, you know, the homeless guys in there. Okay, so I'm gonna spawn my oppressor back just so this goes faster. I'm basically done with the video, but this is just so I show you, and I'm not like, oh man, I really should have showed, because again, some people are visual learners. Again, if you want to pick up your friend in the helicopter and they've already driven down there where you were at when you were getting the helicopter, you have to make them go down a block. You cannot pick them up right next to that building you just stole it off of, because it is a police helicopter. Again, no, he's in a, oh okay, he's in the what do you call it, the cab of the MLC, the actual truck. Yeah, the MLC is it's a giant semi truck that you can drive and has weapons and everything else. But yeah, so anyways, it's the same. Okay, again, glitching the helicopter is the same thing as the car, basically. You just park it on the road right there, run inside here, get inside whatever vehicle. I've not tried it with the motorcycle, so I don't know if that'll work, but you just get in your whatever car of yours, sit there, tell your friend, make sure they hit the checkpoint up at the bank, and then tell them to fail the mission. And after they hit the checkpoint, fail the mission, you restart it, the helicopter will be spawned there outside this garage. Now if you want to spawn the car, if you want to keep the car, glitch the car, and also glitch the helicopter, you would have to fail the mission twice, or you'd have to tell your friend how to do one of the two parts to get it at the same time. That's basically it for this video. If you learned anything at all as a low rank, as a higher rank, you know, go ahead and subscribe if you already subscribed. Let your friends know. I honestly only care about people subscribing. You don't have to like my videos. That's completely up to you. If you do like my videos and click that like button, I do appreciate it, but I'd rather have people subscribe. But I thank you either way and for your time. Have a good day. Have a good night.